Hey guys, it's Derek here. I know this video is very long overdue, but we are finally going to be taking a look at my room and showing off my $30,000 anime figure collection. The value of this has gone up quite a bit, and I'm a little shocked as well. But yeah, let's get started. I gotta grab you though, so come on. Alrighty, so when you first walk in, you are greeted by a giant poster of Dragon Ball Z. This is the Dragon Ball Universe by Keisuke, which looks incredibly amazing. And right below it, we have the LX Studio Vegeta. I also have a few XX-Ray Plus One Piece figures that are just kind of chilling here because I have nowhere else to really put them. These are all kind of sitting on top of an Alex drawer that I've repurposed into kind of like a podium or like a stand. Honestly, I love how this turned out. I think I will end up moving this a little bit higher so that it actually fills out the wall a little bit better. Another change is I've actually went and painted the entire room so it's now completely white. Don't mind that stand, that's kind of just helping me light up some stuff. So we move on over here. We have the closet. There's nothing really going on with the closet. It's basically the exact same as before. The only difference now is I've actually put that dresser, the IKEA dresser, inside here. So there's a lot more space to walk around on the ground. Mind you, there's not a whole lot of space to begin with, but it is what it is. On top, I have a whole bunch of different boxes. A lot of my Nendo boxes chill up there, and I got some other ones too, like the Transformers one. Now these two cases here are actually the IKEA Billy bookcases, which are very popular and I think should get a little bit more shine in terms of, collectors. One thing that I did do that was a little bit different, of course, was adding these Hugbo doors on there. They do help with dust proofing just a little bit, but I've also, on the very top, kind of given it some weather stripping, so that does help, and they are fully adjustable so you can kind of close the gap, so it does a pretty good job. I've also taken out the normal shelves it comes with, and we have the glass ones from IKEA as well. These are additional cost, but they do look pretty good, and you kind of see downwards fairly nicely. I have some of my bunnies up here. We got the Sakuraji Mamai, Lacus, and Rem and Ram. And my favorite bunny, Optimus-chan. We also have my newest bunny, which is the Power. Next in the back there, we have 02, Ram on this side, Alice, Erina, Rem, and also Shion. If I did have one major gripe with these doors, it would have to be that once they're closed up, you can't see the middle. So if you've noticed, I've tried my best to move them off to the side ever so slightly, just so you can see the figure. The next shelf over here is kind of like my dual shelf. They're both waifus, at least in my mind, but over here on the left side, we have the Aniplex 02, looking really stylish, and also the Good Smile Company For My Darling version, which I absolutely adore. Very highly recommend. And we also got the Nendoroid of her. Next to her, Sakuraji Mamai Nendo, Aniplex Sakuraji Mamai, and the E-Stream version, which at least between me and my brother, we kind of refer to this one as the Tonkadoy one. Next up, we have my sitting down shelf. Primarily sitting down, I would say. We have the Spiritel Sakuraji Mamai, Sento from Kotobukiya, Akiri from Good Smile Company. We also have Erina from them as well, which now I finally put out the base that it actually comes with. Normally I didn't have it with it, but now that the doors do block out a ton of dust, I think it's the perfect time for that. We also have the Mythios Sleeping Beauty, which again, very beautiful, and funny enough is pretty slept on. Moving on to the bottom shelf, we have my BTS Nendos, all 7 of the boys, and some Nendos of Transformers, Starscream, Megatron, and Optimus. They're all sitting on some acrylic risers that I found on Amazon, which are beautiful. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check these ones out. I highly recommend this one. We also have the BTS whale that my friend Arthur helped me print out. Thank you, Arthur, for painting it as well. Next to that, we have the rest of my Transformers collection. It's gonna grow. We have the Kotobukiya, Optimus-chan, and Mega-chan. Very cute next to each other. Also on another acrylic riser, just so they can kind of get up a little bit. And the 30 Bumblebee and Optimus, the MDLX versions. Moving on to the second bookcase. Another pet peeve that I have for the Billy bookcases is you actually can't put too many things in there that are deep. They are fairly shallow, and that means my Crystal Dress Rem and my Demon Rem from Mainstream can't fit inside because I can't close the doors. If you guys do live in Europe, I believe there is a deeper version that NA can't get, so that'd probably be the #1 option. But I mean, they just open these up here. I also highly recommend you install these doors with have a friend or someone else to help you out, because these took forever to do, even with 2 people. And also, please secure these to the wall. If you put these doors on and you don't secure it, you run the risk of all of this dropping and hurting itself. But from the left, we have the B-Box REM, which looks very, very nice. Highly slept on, and I believe one of the best values. FNX Hanfu REM here, also really nice. And another FNX one, I believe this one is the China dress. It does come with a few more of the support stands, but I just used the one because you only really need to use one. Below that, we have the eStream Neon City REM. I still love this one, but it's kind of lacking in a few things. I do like REM a little bit better for that series. We also have the Reindeer REM from KD Cole, and also the Fat Company Halloween REM. Next to that, we have the Idol REM from eStream, which is actually one of my favorites in the entire collection. This is very, very nice, but yeah, I'd still recommend them change up a few things just so there's less negative space over there. And I think my favorite for this entire Billy would have to be this shelf here. It's my Rem and Ram shelf. It does have a kind of like a heart shape that I've kind of deliberately displayed them with, but this is very nice and very symmetrical. I do have them on a bit of a riser in the back as well, just so they can stand up. Okay, more Rems. Over here, we have a whole bunch more prize figure Rems. These ones are all really cute. I just didn't really have anywhere to put them, but the ones I like the most are the Cardigan Square wearing one, and also Taito Station one is very, very adorable. I have the Wonderful Works one next to them. This one I don't really know where to put, so I kind of shoved her here for the time being. Also, very, very cute, very slept on. Needs a better base though. And on the far left side, I have my trio of Japanese-inspired Rems. Oiran, Yukata, and Shiramuku. All very, very cute, and yeah, very, very worth putting in your collection. The next shelf up is kind of a random one. For the most part, I have One Piece figures here. All the One Piece gals that I can have shoved right here. We have the Portrait of Pirate Carrot, prize figure Boa, Playback Memory Vivi. On the other side, we have Playback Memory Nami, prize Nami, and another Portrait of Pirate Nami. Post time skip. I ran out of room, so we put Gyu right in front and the prize version of Tanjiro. Okay, so the very bottom shelf is where my Nendoroids primarily sit. I have 2 of those acrylic bases or stands which prop everyone up, which is very, very nice. And I also have one in the back to prop up Kanao. I kind of have this nice little setup here. A ton of different Nendos. Up front, we have all of our Hololive, and then we have a theme for kind of the schoolgirl outfits with Chisato, Takina, Komi, and Marin. And behind that, we got some Spy Family, and we got some Mushoku Tensei. You kind of get the picture. We have a lot of Nendos down here. I'm thinking I need even more of these stands and also more display space because I'm collecting so many of them. On this other side, we have some of my newer Nendos, Faputa, Rigu, and Ninim. Behind them, I'm on my stomach right now, guys. Gotta get the shot. Diablo, Vinamaru, Maple, and yeah, just everyone else. We have a lot of Nendos. Moving over to the left side of the room. Mind you, the room is still really, really tiny. We got my desk set up. Nothing's really changed since the last time we talked about this. I do have a video going over this more in depth if you guys are interested. The only thing that's really different is I streamed a little bit this past year. We put the Nintendo Switch here, so it's easier access. Over here, I kind of shoved a whole bunch of filming stuff. Don't worry about that. That doesn't exist. And let's go over to the pegboard. Now, the pegboard hasn't changed too much, but I do have Red from the Kotobuki app there, also the Mei, and Championship Red Nendo. Those 3 are kind of guarding me at all times, and we have some of the Lookup series One Piece figures. These are really cute. Can't wait to get more. I do have a few more on order. Below, we just have a little bit more practical storage. Got a few things I use all the time, like some scissors, things to dust, and also some cables, filming equipment, and keyboards and knickknacks and whatnot. Now, if we go over to the left side, this is a mess. This is where I shoved everything else I couldn't anywhere else. This is where majority of my boxes are. Pretty much all my bunny boxes are up there, and just some miscellaneous stuff as well. Don't worry about that. This one here is a Mastercraft display shelf, or I guess a garage storage unit. These are really heavy duty. I got this for about $200 Canadian on sale. It's usually $250, and each one of these shelves is rated for 900 pounds. So I believe you'll be fine by putting these, your figures and statues on there. You should be okay. Just make sure you do use the brackets to put towards the wall again. Ideally, put into a stud, just to be safe. These are so heavy, I can't really move them around too much, but we do have my favorite boy, NL here, looking really smackshy. This is the Jimmy Palace one. I do have his trident not in his hand because we have Aokiji in front of him. We also got the Portrait of Pirate Osoba mask right there, Mr. Vitasoy, and of course, the Big Daddy himself, Whitebeard. Look at him, absolutely epic. It takes up so much room, but looks so good. Below these guys, I just have my Larvitar that we've taken a look at before, Evolution series, looking really good. These Pikachus are actually legit, and I believe they are from Takura Tomy, so very cute, very vintage at this point. Master Ball's also from them, and we also got I forget what this was called, but it was a model kit that I got for my birthday. Very easy to make, but cute EV. And also another camera that I don't use. Very vintage. The bottom shelf is not any cleaner, if we're going to be completely honest. I do have the Portrait of Pirate Doflamingo in the back with the Gravity Studio base, but yeah, there's just not a whole lot of room to display everyone. We also got the Gear 4th Luffy Bowman back there too, with the same kind of base, but they are both covered up by the quarter scale Romance Dawn, Luffy, and Anne. This needs to be cleaned up, but the reason why I can't put him any further back, or this one further back, is because this flag takes up so much room. It wouldn't fit back there, and I couldn't fit everything there. We do also have Big Mom on the side. I don't have Napoleon in her hands there just because it sticks out. We also still got the Ultraman over there. And to finish everything off, we have another Billy bookcase over on the side here. I do have a few more boxes up top, so don't worry about that. We have the WT100 Figure Art Zero versions of Luffy, Zoro, Chopper, and also Nami. Good value, quality's kind of hit or miss. And on this side, I have the Portrait of Pirates versions of them from Wano Kuni. Also looking really good. The only real complaint here is Zoro's sword is too, protrudes way too much, which is another reason why I can't put a door in front of this one. I refuse to put a door on this one because of that. Next shelf is, I think, maybe my most prideful, or the one I'm most proud of, and that is my Chopper shelf. I have these guys all on these little stands again, and also one on the back over there, which look really good. And yeah, these are just all the AIM Pirate or Pirate to Be versions of them, which look super cute. Also some more prize versions, but I think I just like how it all sets up. It's very clean, very well put together. It looks organized. I like organization. And next shelf up, we have my primarily Portrait of Pirate Maximums here. We got the Frankie, Zoro, Gear 4th Boundman, Luffy, and also Snake Man. Moving down a little further, we got some more Portrait of Pirates. We got Mihawk over there looking really cool. I think that's the Neo DX if I remember correctly. The Mass Maximum of Crocodile, and also the playback memory of Law. Looking very man-spready. On the other side, we have the Ace to accompany Yamato. Still don't really like that little support beam, or that one either, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And also, if you know what the pairings, don't spoil for anyone, but yeah, good stuff. Next shelf down is just a whole bunch of Chopper again, but we do have a nice little selection of some Freeney Hidden Dissectables, also some XX Plus versions. So cute little Chopper there, bigger Monster Point, and all the different forms of him in post time skip. So very glad to have all these all together. I think this little area looks pretty nice. We also got some Portrait of Pirates on the left side. So yeah, we've seen these before, or you've probably seen them before if you've seen my last room tour / collection. There are still a whole bunch of Portrait of Pirates, different color variations that I could pick up, but I think this is a reasonable stopping point for the time being. As for my last shelf, I have some Digimon goodness. All these are Mega House versions, so Greymon, War Greymon, Metal Greymon, and all the different Taichis in between. This is also one from them as well, which, I mean, does look pretty good, but in hindsight, I would not want to pay that $100 plus again, and pretty much all of these got re-released right after I got them, so that wasn't the greatest feeling either, but hey, they look pretty good. Funny enough, I do have the Metal Greymon sitting on some One Piece art books. There's some Chinese One Piece manga in the back, and also One Punch Man, and Game Boy. And there we have it. The room tour is finally complete. I know it took a lot longer than we all thought for it to come out, but you know, it's finally here. Had to wait for some doors and some other things to show up before I was ready to show off the room, but you know, it looks half decent, I think. Of course, the room isn't in its full finished state yet. I do have some other plans, especially for that wall over there. We're not completely done yet, so I hope you guys are all going to be along for the ride, and we'll see how this one all turns out. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a big old thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below, and if you guys want to support the channel a different way, I do have some affiliate links you can use, and we have some merch on my Etsy shop, so go check it out and hopefully you pick something up there. My name is Derek, and I will see you guys at the next video. Goodbye for now.